Thanksgiving is over. November is coming to an end, and I wanted to give you an honest update on how my November went. So, for those of you who are new, I'm Dr. Care. I am a doctor of physical therapy, and I like to share my wellness and my weight loss journey through perimenopause. How did November go? Well, not the best. Not the worst. Definitely not the worst. I ended up staying even. I'm ending at where I started for the month. So I am down total of 10 pounds since I started this journey. I'm actually pretty happy with that. It's been rough this month. I have not been consistent this month. It's been difficult for me to get my steps in. It's been difficult for me with tracking. I'm not sure where everything has gone on. I know my stress level is a little bit higher than where it usually is for the end of the year. Work has been very busy and it's been taking a lot of my time. So I'm trying to put some systems in place and set some boundaries to help make that a little bit easier as I close out the year. So I did drop down slightly, but then once my period hit, I went up a little bit and then everything kind of stayed the same. So once again, I am down 10 pounds total, but I did not lose anything in November. I'm still proud of myself for my consistency with getting my protein in. I'm still proud about having systems in place for my meals. I am having a healthy lunch every day. I'm having a very healthy, high protein breakfast. So I'm slowly getting these steps in, and that's where real change happens. What's my plan going forward for the end of the year through December? Well, my plan is to re-engage with my tracking app with Weight Watchers. I want to be very consistent with my tracking. Now remember, this isn't hitting my points. I just want to make sure that I am writing everything down every day, that I am keeping track so that I can begin to have that as a reminder for those healthy habits. And I'm going to set a goal. I know I don't set a weight goal. I am setting if I track every single day in December, I am going to reward myself with a pair of leggings from Pact. I really, really, really want a pair of their leggings. And so I think for me, having that as a reward for being consistent will help keep me consistent. Same thing with getting my steps. I want to get back to getting my 10,000 steps. My energy levels are very difficult this year. I'm still struggling with making sure that I'm getting that balance in with activity versus sedentary. My paperwork's taking a little bit longer because of things that I'm working on, the complexity of the cases that I have right now. But then also driving home in the dark, this daylight savings time is really, really hitting me hard. I'm just so tired and dragged down by the end of the day that it is very difficult for me to continue on to get the rest of my steps in. So I know that I have to make it a priority to hit a certain number of steps in the morning. So for consistency, I want to hit 4,000 steps every single morning before I leave the house for work. I think that with that combination of getting my steps in during the day, maybe parking a little bit further from patients and walking. So maybe parking, down at the end of the block instead of right in front of their house. It's going to add up to some extra steps as well, so that at the end of the day, I won't have as many to try to hit, just to help with that energy level and help with my motivation. I feel much more energized. Like right now, the sun is out. It's still, even though it's colder, much colder than it was in the beginning of the month, it's a little bit easier for me to be energized right now. And so now's a good time for me to maybe even plan in during the day a 10-minute break. Maybe when I take my lunch, I eat my lunch, and then I'll maybe plan in a 10-minute break during the day so that I can get a little bit of a walking break to get those extra steps in, and maybe that might help my energy level for the rest of the day. Protein, I'm actually doing really, really good on my protein. I am hitting that number every day. So I'm hitting 140 to 160 grams of protein every single day. Now, I do fully admit that this is probably what helped me lose the weight in the beginning for those first 10 pounds. That has made a huge, huge difference in my snacking at night, in my cravings, and even in my willpower to not give into those cravings. I do need to do better with drinking water. So I need to make that a priority, having things like my water bottle with me in the car and actually drinking it, although it's colder. So finding a place, since I work in my car, I go to my patients' homes. Finding a safe place to use the bathroom is a little bit difficult during the day, but I just need to be a little bit safer with scheduling my schedule for my patients. Take a sip now. I am feeling a little bit more bloated right now because of everything from Thanksgiving, having some things that I'm normally not eating on a regular basis. I do eat bread, I do eat grains. I just think I had way too much over the past 2 days between Thanksgiving itself and the leftovers. So some of those things are going to change back. And I've noticed even a little bit of difference with my digestion with that. So I'm looking forward to having more healthier vegetable protein-based meals with a smaller amount of carbs for the rest of the week going forward as I start December. My sleep is still difficult. I'm feeling very tired, but I'm feeling tired but wired. And so that is something that I think getting the exercise in is going to help over time. Drinking more water is going to help with me, with that for me at this time. And I think maybe setting aside that very set bedtime schedule, not staying up so late, trying to finish paperwork, things like that. So that's my plan. That is my plan for December, trying to be very consistent. I gave myself a nice reward, something that I want, but I don't need to go and get it right now. I really want to earn it by being consistent and working towards that. Let me know where you are on your journey. Let me know, did you go up? Did you go down for the month? Did you stay the same like I did? I would love to cheer you on. And as always, take care of yourself, take care of each other. Bye.